I was at an event last week and there was a speaker who introduced himself. He said, I'm a public speaker and I'm also an engineer. And he said, if you can't prove it happened, then it didn't happen. Then he went on to explain that all the most important things in his life defied explanation. The best things happen in between the cracks of proven reality. I'm not an expert on quantum financial reset, but the idea, we've discussed of a piece of paper having two sides. I guess we could look at the dollar bill and say that it has two sides. But then you could also look at it and say, well, it also has four additional sides of the dollar bill. It's for a total of six sides. So looking at one face and the other, you could say I have $2. But if you look at all the sides, you could say I have $6. And then if you looked at the dollar bill under a microscope, you could see millions of fibers. And then closer, you could see trillions and trillions of atoms. Each dollar could represent trillions and trillions of dollars and infinite wealth. It's the difference between looking at things objectively and seeing them subjectively. And that's true about everything around us. Welcome. Welcome to Illinois Bridging Awareness. I'm Stanley Smith at Illinois Bridging Awareness, where we're holding the space here. We're bridging the gap between two worlds, the world we live in and the world I guess we're moving into. We all had the shared experience of the pandemic narrative, and many of us were pretty mad and angry about it. And perhaps that's part of being awake. And some of us feel empowered by everything we know now and everything we've learned. And that's great. I'm nothing wrong with that. Carol Kerr said last week on the call that knowledge is energy. And again, I'm all for that too. Carol shared healing remedies last week. And the most telling thing about all the remedies she shared is that they were all free, starting with being intentional about healing thyself, intentional about breathing and holding our breath, also holding to the good. Carol also talked about using food for healing and healing foods. And she also talked about using hot and cold water to settle our mental state and to cure our body. She also talked about tapping motions we can do on our body to stimulate healing. These are all simple exercises, and Carol is compiling a list of all these that I will attach to the earliest email as soon as they are ready. Carol will be back next Saturday, actually, because we didn't have time to finish all the healing remedies, and she'll be offering us part 2 of healing remedies. On the Edgar Casey channel this week, he shared the notion that we need to keep our feet firmly planted on the ground and our heads squarely on everything above. Christ had his feet firmly planted on the ground, and he was God made manifest, God incarnate, not the other way around. We can't be more than our physical dimension, and we can't be less than our spiritual selves. It's a paradox. Like the dollar bill, it's finite and infinite. We don't need to make the finite infinite to prove our reality. We can have both. We can have our cake and eat it too. When things go bad, we instantly see that it's a real thing. But when things go right, it's not always so obvious to us, and we're not always so quick to notice it. We see it in between the cracks, and we hear it when our ears are open. It will all work out in the end. That's what we need to hold to here at Illinois Bridging Awareness. And we do believe it will all work out in the end. And if it's not working out for you right now, well, then all that means is it's not the end yet. If you would like to join us at Illinois Bridging Awareness, the Saturday call is every Saturday at 9 a.m. Central Time on Zoom. I will include an email in the description of this video. I'll be happy to send you an invitation. And I look forward to seeing you very, very soon.